as easy as everybody thought, was it?
Jackie, we were having so many troubles there, probably nobody knew about. The motor wouldn't turn under 7,000 RPM and it'd go dead, and I had to just run it in the ground all day. JB Raines, what does the motors just run super. We just had something wrong with the carburetor, and when it restarts, it wouldn't take off. When I pit, it'd go dead. We just keep the motor running. Just tickle to death to win the thing.
You made that green flag stop, and it looked like it was going to be your last one, and the engine died. What were your thoughts right then?
Well, I knew I'd been having trouble all day on the restarts and everything, and I just felt like if we could get the thing going, the car had shown us all day long that it was capable of coming back to the front. You know, the Budweiser people, the Goodyear worked with us with the tires. Everything went perfect. It's just the kind of deal where I felt like we could overcome that one little obstacle. We could win the race.
A departure from last year, no victories, and now you've won on a super speedway and a short track. Has this team arrived?
Jack, I tell you they have, and I could take the victories and throw them away. What I like is running up front, being competitive, and the victories are the things you enjoy about it, but I like racing up front more than anything.
Your thoughts when you looked in your mirror and you saw Darrell Waltrip? Is that who you wanted to race for this one?
Darrell's the guy that wins all the races up here. He's sitting in a car just like mine, but he was hitting on all 8 cylinders most of the time, so I knew I had my hands full, and I had to go from offense to defense the last 10 laps of the race, and Darrell's the kind of guy, he's hard to hold back. It was a lot of fun at the end of the race.
Bob, Larry, it's obvious that Neil Bonnet has arrived as part of the Junior Johnson team. He's brought one home to Ronda, North Carolina.
Led 213 laps out of 400 here this afternoon. And, boy, the winners list, as you said, Larry, isn't very long this year. Elliott, Earnhardt, and Bonnet, the only winners in 7 races this year in Winston Cup.
You know, Neil said that he went from offense to defense the last 10 laps. That really was an excellent race, the last 10, 15 laps of this race. Two guys showing a lot of respect for one another. They banged against each other a number of times during the last 10 laps, but they both were in complete control at all times, and it really was a beautiful race, and that's the kind that you kind of hate to see one of those two guys lose.
People leave the Junior Johnson grandstand over at the end of the backstretch and begin to head home, but it's been a great day for Junior Johnson. His drivers first and second. Neil Bonnet, the winner, and Darrell Waltrip in second position. We'll be back to check the race summary, tell you about the average speed and how many yellows and so forth, right after these messages when we come back to North Wilkesboro. Back at North Wilkesboro, where the race has been won by Neil Bonnet. Our race summary showed that there were 5 cars finishing on the lead lap, and there were 12 lead changes among 6 drivers. The time of the race, 2 hours, 39 minutes. The average speed, 93.818 miles an hour. We had 6 caution periods and 35 laps run under caution, but nothing that even came close to a serious accident. Now, as far as the final results are concerned, the winner, of course, Bonnet. Second, Darrell Waltrip. In third position, Bobby Allison. Fourth was Ricky Rudd. And fifth place was Jeff Bodine. Unofficially in sixth, the lap down, was Bill Elliott. And in seventh was Terry Labonte.
Well, I think Jeff Bodine earned that 5th position on his own, if you know what I mean, in regards to that last caution flag. But you know something interesting, for the 2nd year in a row, we've seen a guy win here at North Wilkesboro for the very first time in his career. And finally, after all these years, the number of active drivers who have career wins here at North Wilkesboro is beginning to expand. It's gone from 3 to 5 in the last 12 months.
The Northwestern Bank 400 from North Wilkesboro.